It's they believe and the wicked of our people and stuff, they're not gonna call on the real names. You know why? Because they think that the enemy, you know what I'm saying, that gave the name Jehovah and Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, they think that was real. I mean, they think that's the real name. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to make it. It says, verse 11, it says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction." It says, "Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways, double-minded." It says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not." And our people don't believe. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Seeing is believing, but they can't even see the small examples, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord shows, man. They can't even see it. We talk about how homosexuality is wrong, and then next a homosexual end up walking past. We could be talking about Africa and stuff, and then guess what? Somebody will have a shirt on that has the continent's Africa on it. Or we could be talking about niggas and what niggas do, and then next, a group of niggas walk past. It never fails. You know what I'm saying? But some can't see that. They just gonna be, coincidence, full of excuses and stuff to not believe the truth. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay, because somebody gotta be the 2/3, right? It says, verse 13, it says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience," and those who knew the word and they went back into the world. It says, "And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?" You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is visiting the earth, according to 2 Ezra 9. It says, "They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him." It says, "And they that love him shall be filled with the law." You see? So those who love him is going to keep his commandments, and they're going to be filled with the law. So guess what? They're going to know the Lord. How they going to know the Lord and stuff? Because they're going to know his ways. You know what I'm saying? It says, "They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight," because he sees us every day. The angels trick on us every day. They tell everything that we doing. It's like, hey, he's doing a sit down right now and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this. He's doing that. He's trying to get his life together, trying to change. He's catching the warnings. You know what I'm saying? He's asking advice. You know what I'm saying? He's enduring your temptations, whatever they will be. You see? It says saying, "We will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men." It says, "For as his majesty is, so is his mercy." You see? And these are the things that we're looking for, man. As great as the Lord is, so is his mercy. The Lord can deliver it. It says his hand is not shortened where he cannot save. You see? And when the Lord loves drama, man, the suspense and whatnot and stuff. You thinking you coming to the point where it's like, man, I don't think he gonna do it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then bam, he bring it out. I remember I was in a situation when I was in a world where I thought I was just gonna be somewhere forever. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, the same day where I was being delivered, you know what I'm saying? The same day I was being delivered was the same day where I was really thinking I was just going just be in this motherfucker and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And be just like the rest of the people and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that I saw around me and stuff. And I'm like, damn, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It was by an unrighteous decree anyways. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And the same day that I was being delivered and whatnot and stuff was the same day I was thinking that this was it. You know what I'm saying? And what the Lord did was just all he did was build up the suspense. You see? and shit actually happened twice in my life. You know what I'm saying? One in the world and one in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Which was all fabrication. You know what I'm saying? But fabrication by the authorities at that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them gonna pay. But because they abuse their authority and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They high level criminals in the force. But when it comes down to it and stuff, I was in situations where the Lord showed mercy and stuff and got me out of them jams. You know what I'm saying? I ran from bullets and heard bullets fly past me and stuff and ricocheted and stuff in my direction and didn't hit anything. Probably hit somebody else, but didn't hit me. You see? From false accusations, And if he able to do that before, he could do it again. But it's gonna be grander. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You on the ground, you see the missiles and whatnot and stuff, and it's like, am I gonna get saved? I remember I had this dream, and I share this and I close it out like this. I had this dream where was two of them, and one of them I told the brother Yanagaya about it already. You know what I'm saying? If he remember, but because he was in it, and we both shalommed each other and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was that well, not this dream, but the dream was this. Pretty much I was around my auntie crib. You know what I'm saying? And I left out, and I was on my way home. But the street looked different. You know what I'm saying? It was wider than what it usually was. You know what I'm saying? The lights was on. It was nighttime and stuff. And I just saw these big ass lights. You know what I'm saying? And they was just moving across the sky. It was like a fleet. You know what I'm saying? Like say if when women knit, you know what I'm saying, they might make a blanket and whatnot and stuff, and you see the pattern and stuff. It'd be that diamond cut pattern on the diamond knitted pattern and stuff, because that'd be the whole of the knitted thing. You know what I'm saying? Or the quilt or whatever you want to call it. It was like that, right? But it was just lights. You know what I'm saying? And they was like or look at it like this: you got certain Jamaicans, certain Benjamites and stuff. Instead of having a door, a curtain and stuff, they have nothing but beads. They'll have beads that hangs in the doorway. It was like that. It was like that in a pattern. You know what I'm saying? And they was just scaling across the sky. Everywhere you went, everywhere you looked, the sky was just full of chariots. So I called out to the name of the Lord. I was like, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And then next, a chariot came over me and stuff and picked me up. You know what I'm saying? And a chariot had picked me up and whatnot and stuff, and right, and the chariot had picked me up, so I was being delivered. You know what I'm saying? I was being delivered. You know what I'm saying? And there's other dreams that I had and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That shows deliverance. There was one more where well, pretty much I'm gonna say it. Current place that I'm at. It was gloomy outside. I mean, gloomy. It wasn't gray though. It was red. It was red outside. It was a different color and whatnot and stuff. But it was at night, and it just looked so scary. And it was empty. You know what I'm saying? It was empty, all the place and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is that I see all these guys in white, but I'm in the midst of them. You know what I'm saying? They in white and they got crowns on their heads and stuff, right? And I looked to the left of me and stuff, and it happened to be Yanagaya. And me and Yanagaya and stuff, we shalom, and we said, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. And we both had smiles on our eyes. Smiles on our eyes. small smiles on our faces. You know what I'm saying? We was cheesing. You know what I'm saying? And I looked up to the front, and you had one that was bigger than all the rest. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I just saw his back. You know what I'm saying? But we was in the midst of that number. Like, we was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We was in the middle where we had guys that was to the right and guys to the left, guys behind us and guys in front of us. But we was close enough where we could see Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And we was part of the 144 and stuff, you know what I'm saying, which we hope to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was just motivation to continue to strive after the crown. You know what I'm saying? But we was in there. We was in there, and if we was in the midst of them, you know what I'm saying, you know, and we wasn't outside, then guess what? That means that we was gonna wreak havoc. We was gonna be where it seemed like we was gonna be like sparks on the earth. You know what I'm saying? You know, where we're gonna fly like an eagle, right? Gonna fly, you know, going through a troop. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't see what was before Yahweh Shai. I just saw his back because he was the one standing in front of all of us. You know what I'm saying? But that's proof of deliverance, man. You see? You know? And that's what we want. That's what we want. So no matter how troublesome it might seem troublesome. We in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You know? We in the flesh. But what was our hope? Our hope is this. You know? That the Lord is gonna save us as long as we do what he said. And can't nobody stop us from that. No person. It says, fear him that fear not him that killed the body, but fear him that put both the body, soul in hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, which is going into torments. You know what I'm saying? You know? And the thing is that we're the ones that stay faithful and whatnot, we're gonna make it. Whatever somebody do to us and stuff, it don't matter. Because the thing is that if you individually and stuff did not turn on the Lord, it ain't shit these people can do. These people want to condemn us, but they can't. Because the only one that they can condemn you ultimately will be Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be based off your individual actions. Not what somebody else does, but what you do individually. So they can't win. If we gonna win regardless if we continue to do what the Lord says, man. Because that's what the elect is gonna do. It says put on as the elect. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what the elect gonna do? The right things and stuff to save their ass. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Let me read this. This is Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It says, for by it the elders obtain a good report. It says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. It says, by faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain. It says, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. It says, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death. And guess what? That some of us gonna be able to experience that. No, majority of us are going to be able to experience that, because when it comes down getting beamed up, that means that you didn't die yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, it says it was not found because the Most High had translated him, for before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. And that's what we want to do. It says, verse 6, it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Because when you diligently seek him, you're going to want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to want to be on his status. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, not on his status of being the Most High, but just little G's. You know what I'm saying? We little gods, man. You know what I'm saying? And having that power. You know, that's what you're gonna want, you know. So you're gonna take all the hell that you gotta go through and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, and you're not gonna be going through hell 24/7, you know what I'm saying, you know, but the hell is gonna get hotter, it's gonna get fiery, it's gonna be more intense and stuff, you know what I'm saying. And as long as you got wisdom, and I was watching this anime where you got a merchant. I don't know if he an old man and stuff, but he a merchant and whatnot. He got white hair and whatnot. How ironic, you know what I'm saying? You know, and he ended up running into this wolf spirit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to act as wisdom, meeting him in every thought. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he fall in love with her and all that shit and whatnot and stuff. You know, and it's just spiritual. It's 2 seasons of it and stuff. They need to make a third. It might seem boring to most of y'all and stuff, but when it comes down to it, man, it's biblical, because they had the man brought out wolves in sheep's clothing and stuff. So whoever wrote that and stuff, you already know that that they was reading the Bible. And most of the biblical animes and stuff be the best, man. Be honest, they be the best. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it be real, be bloody. They be having real shit that happened in real life and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They be happening. But pretty much what it was wisdom meeting him in every thought. You know what I'm saying? And if wisdom is meeting you in every thought, then guess what? Wisdom is going to direct your path where you're going to always please God, man. You see? And she's never going to forsake you and stuff as long as you don't forsake her. You see? You know, and it's spiritual and stuff because they end up getting together. She wants to be with him forever. He wants to be with her forever. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, quick lesson and stuff. Like if I veered off from here and there and stuff, you know, I hope it was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Howard Kakodash. Double honors to apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we ought to be. Shalom, while bomb of all. Kwam Yasharala. We the ones winning. We winning. They not.